Hello everyone, I'm Megha Pathak from Arden Progressive School, your bio teacher. Children, today we are going to study about human reproductive system. Children, as you know that we are revising the chapter, so in how do organisms reproduce, we have done asexual reproduction and today we are going to study about sexual reproduction in human beings. So first we will learn about male reproductive system. Children, first we should know about reproductive system. So the system of organs required for the process of sexual reproduction is called reproductive system. And about male reproductive system we have already discussed in previous videos in detail. So today we will discuss these topics in brief. Male reproductive system consists of different parts. They produce germ cells and deliver the germ cells to the site of fertilization. And what is the site of fertilization? Fallopian tubes or oviduct. And there are different parts of male reproductive system. Testis, scrotum, vas deferens, urethra, prostate gland and seminal vesicles, penis and sperms. These are the parts of male reproductive system. Testes, these are paired oval shaped male sex organs and they produce a male sex hormone called testosterone. And scrotum, a small pouch that contains testes. And vas deferens, it is a tube like structure which connects testes to the urethra. And urethra, it is a common passage for both the sperms and urine. But it never carries both of them at the same time. Seminal vesicles, they store sperms and to produce viscous fluid which stimulates uterine contraction to help sperms move forward into the fallopian tubes. Prostate gland, it secretes a milky fluid which helps in the mobility of sperms. So children, what is semen? Semen is a mixture of mature sperms and the secretion of accessory glands. And what are accessory glands? Seminal vesicles and prostate glands. So semen is a milky viscous alkaline fluid and is a mixture of mature sperms and the secretions of various accessory glands like seminal vesicles and prostate gland. And children, in exam, this question can also come like draw the diagram of male reproductive system and write about the different parts of male reproductive system. Now let's study about the female reproductive system. So children, as you can see the slide which is presenting on the screen, it is the structure of human female reproductive system and it is consist of different parts. What are the different parts? Ovaries, oviduct, which are also called fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix and vagina. Ovaries, these are oval shaped organ which are located in the abdominal cavity near the kidney. And there are a pair of ovaries found in human female reproductive system. And fallopian tubes, it has a funnel shaped opening near the ovary. It carries ova or egg from ovary to uterus. And it is the site of fertilization. Fallopian tubes open into uterus. Uterus is a hollow, pear-shaped bag-like structure. And in uterus, the growth and development of fetus takes place. And cervix, it is the lower and narrow portion of uterus which opens into vagina. Vagina, it receives the sperms from the male partner and it serves as birth canal. So children, in exam, this question can also come like draw the diagram of human female reproductive system and there can be options like write in detail about ovaries or fallopian tubes or what is the role of uterus in the process of reproduction. Okay? And children, like in exam I have given the question, what is the function of fallopian tubes and what is placenta? And this question can also come like what is placenta, describe its structure and write its function in case of pregnant human female. And children, this is also very important question that what are the various ways to avoid pregnancy? Elaborate any two methods. And this question can also come like, what changes are observed in the uterus if fertilization does not occur? See, uterus, it prepares itself every month to receive a fertilized egg, and its lining becomes thick and spongy. But in the absence of fertilization, the lining slowly breaks and comes out through the vagina as blood and mucus. And this is called menstruation. So, menstruation occurs as a result of non fertilization of egg. And this cycle takes place roughly every month. And it's usually lasts for about 2 to 8 days. Now, children, the next important topic is reproductive health. Reproductive health is the state of physical, mental, and social fitness to lead a healthy reproductive life. And good reproductive health provides both male and female with the fertility control methods, awareness about how to limit their family size, protection from infection, and sexually transmitted diseases. And children, the next topic is sexually transmitted diseases or STDs. Sexually transmitted diseases or STDs are caused by different pathogens which are transmitted by intimate contact between a healthy person and an infected person. And the most commonly transmitted sexual diseases include gonorrhea, syphilis, which are caused by bacteria. And there are viral infection also like HIV/AIDS or warts. So children, this is also very important topic, and a question can come in your exam like, what are STDs, and name to bacterial infections and viral infections. Or this can also come like, name two STDs which are caused by bacteria. And children, this is also very important question like, list the specific characteristics of sexual reproduction. So what are the characteristics of sexual reproduction? See, it takes place with the help of gametes, and it is biparental type of reproduction because two parents are involved, and it is a comparatively slower method of multiplication. It is important for evolution, and it occurs in higher organisms along with some lower organisms. And abundant variations occurs during sexual reproduction. This question can also come in this way like, what are the advantages of sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? And this question I have also given in the PDF like, reproduction is linked to stability of population of a species. Justify the statement. See, by reproduction, organisms produce large number of individuals, of which many may get perished and only some survived. And these surviving organisms replace the naturally dying individuals of the population. Hence, the population as a whole is not affected and remain stable. And children, this is also very important that what are the reasons for adopting contraceptive methods? And this is NCERT questions. So what are the reasons? To avoid unwanted birth, to regulate proper time gap between pregnancies, and to keep the population under control, and to provide proper nutrition to the members of the family. So children, today your homework is you have to do all the questions that we have discussed in this video in your notebook, and you have to draw the diagram of human male reproductive system and human female reproductive system, and diagram should be labeled. And you will also do the question, what are STDs? And you have to write about 2 bacterial and 2 viral infections.